I have two questions on the Mammoth, and one of them will save if internet somehow works. But let's just start with this team looks great. Very fun. What the hell do you do with Schmaltz at this point, who doesn't sound like there's any actual trade talks going on, but contract talks have not gone anywhere, and this guy is only going out and scoring.
Yeah, and it's at this point you look at him too, and it's just like with all the kids that you're projecting to come in, like as soon as next season, that obviously are going to play big parts in the organization for the long term. You have to wonder if they are looking to go out and add at the deadline, he might be able to fetch you a pretty penny. That being said, what's the kid's 29? Wow, literally. I literally had a different player profile up. That being said, if it's just like, it's obviously an incredibly tough player to like go out and move at the deadline if you're like really making a push to, I don't know, like obviously I think they're going to be a playoff team at this point. Right. But like, he's put 21 points now in 18 games. They're playing the Ducks right now, obviously. Can play center, can play wing. And one of the few guys at the forward position that has been in the league for a long time. And he's obviously a key component to your top six. Probably a tough guy to like try to move on from. But like if you're going out and adding, he might be an intrigue, but he might be an intriguing piece for another team that wants to like go out. So I don't know. Is it like prime for like some kind of hockey trade? I don't know. But like you obviously don't want to lose him for nothing. At this point, there's been no chatter, but like, I mean, you just look at the last few seasons, like again, right now he's got 21 points through 18 games. Last year puts up 20 goals and 63 points in all 82 games, 61 points the year before that, 58 points, 59. Like he's just giving you like anywhere from 55 to 65 points season after season. Ideally, you want to keep him. That being said, like when the contract starts next year, he'll be turning 30 when that contract starts next year, whenever he signs. So and with where they're at, if you can get him like a not 8-year deal, but like a, I don't know, 4 or 5, even. Like,
he's not going to sign that with the world we're in right now with these contracts that are being thrown around.
He's one of the players now, and I look at like the cap projection now, it's going up, like where the market's at, even for like just making trades and stuff. He might be one of the players that's like all he's done is like earn this big contract. I mean, he's on a good contract right now, I guess, but why would he take a huge discount when this is going to be the last time that he's going to be able to like go out and sign a big ticket potentially? That being said, I just don't know if he's the player that like other teams or even in UFA are going to actually like want to buck up and like give like a big boy contract to.
Yeah, I mean, look at what Seattle did a year ago.
It's just going to go to Seattle.
I'm just saying someone will pay him.
Right.
The question is, does he care where? If he doesn't care where, like he will get paid.
Yeah.
But does he want to be part of this? I guess
he's also, I mean, when we look at now, like the trend of like all of these guys signing, like this UFA market, like he's at this point about to be like pretty firmly at the top of this UFA market. Yep. And then other teams are gonna have to be like, well, UFAs are apparently never gonna like big time names are never gonna hit UFA again.
That's a big piece of it.
It's like, I wonder if he just becomes a player. It's like he'll sign somewhere, he'll get a contract. At some point, it may be a situation where like maybe it actually is taking a sweetheart deal and stay in Utah. I don't know. Like, would they go big term to give him like in like lower? Like, I don't know.
Well, I think the real question is the reason that they haven't given him a real offer because they're like, we've got the guys in the pipeline that we think are going to be our top 6 players. Why would we sign this guy as he's turning 30 to term when you're essentially boxing out players that you've already got coming in for cheaper that are younger? Like, it's not to say, because again, dude can clearly play. He's a guy you want on your team, but it's like, if he's not willing to sign for shorter term or lower dollars, like Utah kind of has to let him go if you think that an Aginla, a Boot, like these guys, like obviously they've got the top guy in their pool who we have yet to even. How much has he played this year? When is he? I'm trying to remember. Isn't he hurt?
We say Daniel Boot. Also, I just found it.
No. Number one.
Desnoyers?
Yeah, Desnoyers.
Yeah, he's out still.
He's out for like what, another month?
I think when he first got hurt, the projection was like, hopefully he can come back a couple weeks before the World Juniors. So,
yeah, okay.
So he's not
like
good.
Like those three players right there, like there's not a spot for Schmaltz when you're talking, okay, we know Cooley, Gunther, and Peterka here. Keller here. Like, you got to find spots for guys. Why would you sign a guy who's turning 30? Like, I understand the team's reservation, but I also understand like Schmaltz being like, all right, I'll go get paid somewhere else. Like, I don't know what the right answer is here, but that's why it's a fascinating thing to watch throughout the season as he continues to put points on the board.
Right. I mean, like right now he's stapled next to Keller and Cooley. And then like, here's the thing though, too, like you have all these young guys that are projected obviously to be potentially coming in as soon as like this year, next year, and like playing big time minutes. But at the same time, like you can't have an entire, like we talked about this, this is an insane fucking comparison or just like situation to bring up. But like we talked about when Io was like wheeling out like 7 24-year-olds in their back end every night. All of that, not similar, but just to say, like, you obviously can't have 4 lines of like guys that are like whatever, 3 or 4 lines of 22, 23, 24-year-olds plus like
Sure.
Lawson Krause. So like he might be like the ideal like link in between, when some of those younger guys are ready to play top 6 minutes. I mean, like, yeah, he's there now. Like he's firmly
Keller, the gray beard at 27.
Yeah, literally the gray beard 27. But like he is like, that's the thing. Like Schmaltz is a perfect guy to have. Like, you can rely on 60 points a night or a night. That'd be wow. That would be impressive. But like
60%.
As long as he's he's what is he going to be 30 in February? I think he turns.
Shit, that'd be like 180 per 60.
Yes. Yeah, league man. But I just think like if you're Utah, obviously you want him in there like for the next 3-4 years. You could probably still count on 60 points, especially when you're playing with Cooley and Keller. I mean, and you don't want to just assume that someone like Desnoyers or Boot are just going to step right in and play top 6 minutes and like produce. Totally. So like it's just like it's a brutal timing for both, honestly, like him and the team, where it's like he's gonna be 30 in February. He's done nothing for you but produce. There's probably not gonna be like the only reason at this point there's gonna be a big market for him outside of Utah is the fact that he's pretty much the lone UFA at this point. But if you're Utah, you probably want him around, but you just don't want to give him like $8-9 million. Like, so I don't know.
Does it help or hurt that the team that made Biz Nasty is looking at a guy in Nick Schmaltz whose brother is doing a podcast with Eat Daddy? Like, you gotta keep
it. Their cousin is a Bruins prospect.
Who's their cousin?
Jake Schmaltz played at North Dakota, playing for Providence now.
I don't know who that is. All right,
7th round draft pick like 5 years ago. So I can't believe you didn't know that, you son of a bitch.
It was 4 years ago. Fuck you, man.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Schmaltz is just going to be a fascinating. What?
He said Schmaltz for Rossi.
Oh, that was Mateo. Good call. That's what the deal's going to be. That's what it'll be. But Schmaltz is becoming like, especially now that the other like massive UFA like Kempe signed today or yesterday. When was that? Yesterday. So like Schmaltz is right top of the list, cream of the crop for the 2026 UFAs, and like I just don't know what like to do if you're Utah, or like he's just in a perfect spot as well.
I think he's gonna be an own rental. Like I really do, because if he keeps scoring, the number's gonna keep going up. The ask is gonna keep going up. They know he's the only free agent in this class.
If Toronto continues to tank, bring back Michelli. Save Michelli from Craig Berube, because I think Berube hates his guts. You could bring back him and Max Domi. You could bring back him and Max Domi.
The best
because
thing
Craig Berube also hates Max Domi with a passion that it's an unbelievable.
We're going to talk about people that Craig Berube hates. A little over a week ago, it might have been a week and a half ago. Jeff Merrick is like, "How about this freaking paradox? What do the Toronto Maple Leafs need more than anything this season? Someone who can skate." You know who's available right now? Jordan Kyrou. Can you imagine him being traded to Toronto with Craig Berube?
That's poetry. Also, now you say Jordan Kyrou. Now you say Jordan Kyrou, though. Keller, Cooley, Kyrou.
So a Kyrou for Schmaltz, straight up?
Yeah, that'll be...
Didn't the Blues do his brother dirty, though?
That's where he was playing, yeah.
It's tough.
But I don't know, man. Schmaltz is just in that weird spot, dude. Like,
I think he's in a great spot. I think the team is in a weird spot with, like, how do we handle this? Like, all he has to do is keep on going out and playing, and he's either going to get paid there or somewhere else, or he'll have the opportunity to sign for a deal, quote unquote, whether it's less term or less dollars if he chooses to stay there.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's going to be fascinating to watch. But all right, since your internet appears to be okay, knock on all the wood in the world, you're not the only person in the world who liked Dmitry Simashev, but you were definitely higher on him than some. And God, is he fun. He's here. He's doing things. Assess. How do we feel so far? Or I guess, I don't even know where to go with this one. Like, are we happy with where he's at? Do we see a lot more room for growth? Like, just give me whatever you want on Simashev, your boy, who he had to have been like a top 3 just conversational player for that draft class for you.
Yeah, and I mean, if you just look at his stat line, it's literally the exact same thing that we would have talked about in his draft year. Like right now, like he's got 18 games played, he's got 0 goals, he's got 1 assist. Right, but like you watch him play, and especially now he's playing, like tonight he's playing, or well, I think almost exclusive at this point. He's playing top pair with fucking Sergachev. But you just, there has to be a point where the offense does click, because there are just so few players with his overall profile where he's 6'4", one of the best skaters at his position in terms of just like raw skating ability, like how well he moves, the speed, the agility, like evading forechecks, like he defends really well. He can play like he does play physical. He checks every single box, and like when you watch him play, you watch us play with the puck, you're just sitting there like there should be more offense there. I just don't know if it's like, if it gets to the point where he's just like one of those guys that's such a mobile, agile defenseman, it's like he needs to be moving almost in order, like they get into the offensive zone, like he's just like dishing. But like, I don't know. It's crazy to me that he's got 1 point, and I'm like, wait, this is literally the conversation we were having in his draft year, where it's like it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense that like I think it took like the 20 games before he got a goal or an assist in his draft season, playing in the MHL, which is almost impossible when you're as good as he is. But the sky's the limit when he really, I mean, this is his, obviously now played 18 games this year. I don't think he played any. Yeah, he didn't play any last year because he was in the KHL still. But God, he is just like, if you were to design a defenseman in a lab, like it just looks like Dmitry Simashev, and the offense should click eventually here. Like it should. That being said, again, like this is what we've been saying for fucking like 4 years now. I need to pull up his like KHL stats too, because I think it was pretty much the same thing. Like last year, 56 games, 6 points. Year before that, 10 points in 63 games after he got drafted. So like it's just like it's fascinating to me that this is continuing to be like the storyline. But I still think as he continues to adjust to the NHL, like, I mean, there's still growing pains. Like, regardless of how good the players that he played against in the KHL are, like regardless of how good that league is, like the NHL is like a different beast in terms of like the speed, the way they play, and everything like that. So as it continues to adjust, I do think that the offense will come along. Is he going to be like a 40, 50, 60 point guy? No. But he should be able to give you 30, 40 in that range. But like he can contribute in all three zones. The mobility is just outrageous. And again, like how well he uses his stick, how quick he is to like just like close gaps. It's so fun to watch just in terms of like the pure, like watching a defenseman play. It's just like it's like perfect. So like there's been flashes. He's still, again, like he's making some mistakes here and there this year so far when you've watched Utah. Like every once in a while turn the puck over. Like he's not used to like how fast guys close on you when you have the puck, but every once in a while you see him do like a Brodeen from like 5 years ago where it's just like, oh god, here comes 3-4 checkers at the same time, and it's just like one head fake, one shoulder fake, evades all three, puck up the ice in 2 seconds, creating a scoring chance that way. So the sky's the limit for this kid when he's a full-time like adjust to the NHL, and he is just one of my favorite players to watch. So nice to see him on the top pair of Sergachev. That's going to be ridiculous for a long time.